Today we're going to look at factors and how to find the highest common factor, which is also sometimes referred to as the greatest common factor. Let's begin by taking down the following notes. Factors are the numbers which can be divided by a given number. Let's consider the number 12. There's two ways we can look at finding the factors to better understand it. One way is to look at all the numbers from 1 to 12 and find the ones that 12 is divisible by. We can say 12 divided by 1, which gives us 12, so 12 is also a factor of 12. We can say 12 divided by 2, which gives us 6. And we can say 12 divided by 3, which gives us 4. We can't say 12 divided by 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 without getting a remainder, so they are not factors of 12. What I like to use instead is something called a factor sum. And really it's just because it kind of looks like a sun when you're done drawing it out. Start by having the number you've been given in a circle. Then draw the first ray on your sun. I'm going to write the number 1 at the end, which is the first natural number. Because everything can be divided by 1, it's a good place to start. 12 divided by 1 is 12. So on the opposite side of my sun, we're going to write the answer of 12. The next natural number is 2. 12 can be divided by 2, and that gives me 6, which I write at the opposite side of the sun. Next, I look at 3. 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. My next natural number is 4. But hang on, I've already got the number 4. This means that I've come to the end of my factors. This is a much quicker way of finding all of the factors, and it's a more methodical approach, which means you're less likely to miss out on any factors as long as you know your tables well. To answer the question, I'm going to write the letter F for factors, followed by the number 12 to show I'm finding the factors of 12. I list the factors I've found in ascending order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Let's try some examples. Number 1 asks us to list the factors of 10. In pencil, I'm going to do my factor sum off to the side. Write the number 10 in a circle and then draw your first ray, always starting at your first natural number, which is 1. We know that 10 divided by 1 is going to give us 10. The next natural number is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. The next natural number is 3. But I can't say 10 divided by 3 without getting a remainder. So let's try 4. But the same can be said of 4. The next natural number is 5, but I've already got the number 5. So that means I found all of my factors of 10. So my answer is going to be if 10 equals 1, 2, 5, and 10. Let's find the factors of 16. You could pause this video to try it by yourself and check and see how you've done. 16 divided by 1 is going to give you 16. 16 divided by 2 is going to give you 8. 16 can't divide by 3. And 16 divided by 4 would give us 4. But because I've already written the number 4 down, I'm not going to write it twice. And it means that I'm now at the end. So the factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. Let's try one more example. 48 divided by 1 is 48. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 48 divided by 3 is 16. 48 divided by 4 is 12. 48 cannot be divided by 5 without a remainder. 48 divided by 6 is 8. And 48 can't be divided by 7 without a remainder. I've already divided by 8, so that means I'm at the end. So if 48 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, and 48. Now that we know how to find factors, let's have a look at how to find the highest common factor. Take down the following notes. HCF stands for the highest common factor. Sometimes you'll see it called GCF. This would stand for the greatest common factor, which means the same thing. The word highest means biggest, common means the same, and a factor is a divisible number. Therefore, the HCF is the biggest number that is the same between sets of divisible numbers. So before we get in, there's something important you need to know. Multiples can carry on forever, and that is why we start by writing the first 5 multiples of a number when we're finding the lowest common multiple. But factors do not carry on forever. Every number has a set of factors. When you are finding the highest common factor, or even when you're asked to list factors, it's important that you always list all the factors of a number and not just some of them. Otherwise, you won't be awarded full marks. Let's start with something easy. Find the highest common factor of 12 and 15. I'm going to begin by finding my factors of 12. 12 divided by 1 gives me 12. Divided by 2 gives me 6. Divided by 3 gives me 4. And divided by 4 I've already done. So those are my factors of 12. So I'm going to write down F12 equals and list all the factors. For the factors of 15, I can say divided by 1, which gives me 15. Divided by 2 would give me a remainder, so I can't do that. 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. 15 divided by 4 also gives me a remainder. So 15 divided by 5, I've already done. So I don't need to write that down. So that means that I'm going to list the factors of 15 next. Now we are reminded that the H stands for highest. So even though there are a number of factors the same between the two lists, we have to choose the highest number that is the same between them. So I have 1 in common and I have 3 in common, but the highest number between those two is 3. So that means my highest common factor is 3. Because the number 1 is divisible by everything, you'll always have 1 as a common factor between two sets of numbers. So it's really important to make sure that you've looked carefully to find the highest number that's the same between the sets of numbers you've been given. Let's try another. What is the highest common factor of 16 and 40? 16 divided by 1 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. I can't say 16 divided by 3, but I can say 16 divided by 4, which gives me 4. I've already written down the 4, so I have found all the factors of 16. 40 divided by 1 is 40. Divided by 2 is 20. 40 can't be divided by 3, but it can be divided by 4, which gives me 10. 40 divided by 5 gives me 8. It can't be divided by 6 or 7, but it can be divided by 8. But this is already a number that I've written down. So there I have found all my factors of 40. So we write out the factors of 16 and 40 and then find the highest common factor. 1, 2, 4, and 8 are all common in both lists, but the highest number common in them is the number 8. So very simply, this is how you find the highest common factor.